Hello, everyone. My name is Vanessa Yao. I will present on the topic integrating technology with multimodal and genre-based pedagogy to reach L1 and L2 in English content instructions. Let's start by defining some key concepts. First, multimodal pedagogy refers to the use of various communication modes, such as text, images, sound, and video, in teaching to facilitate understanding. This approach is particularly effective in multilingual classrooms where students have diverse strengths in different sensory modes. Next, the GBP, the genre-based pedagogy. It views writing as a social activity. It focuses on helping students recognize and produce various types of text by understanding their structures, features, and functions. Examples include essays, emails, infographics, memes, and even social media posts. So this pedagogy work together to support learning by facilitating language transfers. In simple terms, language transfers and scaffolding allow students to apply the L1 knowledge to learn L2 genres. This can reduce cognitive loads, helping students focus on language development while still relying on their familiar academic structures. Now, let's look at the instructional frameworks. The TLC, Teachings and Learning Cycle. This framework guides students through the process of understanding and creating tests. This framework consists of 4 stages. First, we have the deconstruction phase, this one mainly focusing on modeling, like modeling the examples or the genre tests. Next, the joint construction phase. This phase teachers will give some guided practice to students with some feedbacks. Moving on to the collaborative construction phase. Students will have the shared practice with their peers and or in groups. Lastly, we have the independent construction phase. Students work independently to finish their writing. This cycle allows students to build on their knowledge progressively. So let's have a closer look of how we can utilize this framework to our pedagogy. First, the deconstruction phase, where students can immerse themselves in the genre structures through multimodal resources such as videos, diagrams, and tests. This step allows students to understand genre conventions while making connections between similar structures in the L1 and L2 language. The second is joint construction phase. Teachers and students together construct writing tasks where students start to express their ideas in the L1 or in L2 and gradually translate or adjust them in L2 with teachers' guidance and feedback. Moving on to the collaborative construction phase, students can work in groups using various modes like visual, oral, or textual elements to create tests and refine them with peers' feedback for clarity and accuracy. Finally, in the independent construction phase, students independently apply their skills they have learned to produce tests in L2. So this cycle allows students to build on their knowledge progressively, moving from understanding the genre to creating complex texts with multimodal literacy skill that reflect real-world communication tasks. So let's now look at some practical examples of how technology tools can support this pedagogy. We have 4 practical examples here. So now let's look for the Google Doc. Google Doc especially useful for collaborative writing. We can use these tools to assist students in writing like academic essays, scientific reports, and news articles. Here is an example. In the deconstruction phase, students can analyze sample text in L1 and support by L2 to identify key structures and linguistic features like opinion, reviews, or persuasive writing. In this example, teachers show the essay analyzing example for including what element or structures in this genre. During the joint construction phase, students can brainstorm their idea in mind maps and using the outline guided by the teachers in Google Doc, using the L1 or translate the L2 session with teachers' feedback. Next, moving into the collaborative construction phase, students can have a pair word to draft paragraph of these essays together, like providing feedback and revision to each others. So this example showed that the teachers give some feedback based on what their student write, or give some guidance and tips. For example, the grammar, the structures, the tone, or some vocabulary suggestions. Okay, so finally, in the independent construction phase, the student can write the final essay independently in L2, utilizing the previous essay they have learned about the structure, the vocabulary, and the feedback by the teachers and peers they have learned to complete this essay. Next, we have Padlet. This platform is particularly effective for integrating images, text, and videos for tasks like creating advertisement from social media posts or memes. In the construction phase, teachers can present sample of ads or memes. In this example, I saw that the teachers are using the social media posts like Instagram food posts. So the teachers show the free example of different type of food, how to mix with textual element and visual element, or the this Instagram food post genre characteristics like hashtag here. So this example to student to modeling. Also, the teachers give the structures of Instagram food posts to teachers, showing what elements should this genre have. So students can identify them and discuss the genre with their peers. For example, in the introduction part, body part, or conclusion part, what should they have? And the sentence structures or the examples providing to the student to modeling. In the joint construction phase, teachers guide students to brainstorm and share their posts in L1 with visual elements on Padlet. Then they can summarize ideas into L2 later. So this one showed the example of the student Jaden. He shared his favorite food tacos and using the images he found online and mimicking what the Instagram food post write. And then the class teachers so write the feedback and guidance here. Okay, during the collaborative construction phase, students can have group discussion and add each other to these interactive tours. For example, after Jaden share his post in Padlet, okay, we can look at this. The blue highlighted one is his classmate or peers add his ideas or give some comment about this to make the Instagram post more longer and in more details based on the teacher's feedback previously provided. So also, teachers can provide the structures of peer review or feedback checklist to students on each other's work. Like for like this one, the teacher show how to give a peer review or give feedback to your peers. So you can help their peers to refine their content. Okay, you can come back here. We have another tool called Canva. This one especially good for creating infographic data visualization and procedural tests. In the deconstruction phase, students can analyze sample infographic in both L1 and supported by L2 to understand the layout, academic language, or the labels. In the joint construction phase, students can collaborate to draft the infographic in L1 and focusing only on the content and the structures. They can discussing the design choice in L2 with teachers' guidance. Moving to the collaborative construction phase, they can pair up to refine it, making a judgment for clarity and translating into L2. Finally, in the independent construction phase, students can independently create their final infographic. Lastly, we have storyboard that this platform. This platform can help students plan for recount, short narrative, screenplay, or dramatic dialogues. In the construction phase, students can explore storyboard examples in both languages, focusing on analyzing narrative structures such as plot, outline, how to write as first person or third person, scenes breakdown, etc. In the joint construction phase, students can outline their narrative role and key events in L1. During the collaborative construction phase, students can refine their storyboard, translating ideas into L2 with peer support. In the independent construction phase, they can create and organize their detailed story in L2. So finally, we can move to the last session, the implication for educators. There are two key points we must consider. The first one is differentiate instruction. Teachers must support multilingual learners effectively using tools like bilingual glossaries and scaffolded writing templates, mind map, bibliography flashcards in various genres to help students to navigate complex contents in both languages. The second is creating an inclusive and culturally responsive teachings and learning. So teachers can utilize multimodal resources to design genre-based materials that reflect student cultural and linguistic diversity background. When teachers integrating L1 knowledge, they can help students feel more represented and valued. This can foster the engagement and create a positive learning environment. So to summarize, integrating multimodal and genre-based pedagogy with technology tools, like the example showed, to help bridging L1 and L2 in English content instruction. By using these multimodal tools, the educators can enhance the learning process, ensuring students successfully navigating both languages. Thank you.